Hi, you guys. Aiden from Sarcasmus here. This is a really quick, sort of spur-of-the-moment video. This is not scripted or anything like that, so excuse the sort of hiccups or anything like that, or stutters that I may have. But this is some pretty big news, and the reason why I thought that it would be relevant to talk about this is actually because of our previous Splatoon video that did pretty well. This goes in direct line with what we were saying before. So I was roaming Twitter today, and I found that there were a couple of posts from Nintendo and Splatoon Japan specifically that posted some pretty interesting stuff. The Google Translate really doesn't do what this translates to justice, but this is English and it allows us to read more clearly what it says. So it says, Splatoon 2 fans find out what happened between Callie and Marie after the final Splatfest in Squid Sisters Stories. Now there's a link there. It's really interesting because the link takes you here. And here is a specific website dedicated to following what exactly happened to the Squid Sisters. So already we're seeing that it's not simply that, they just weren't included together in the trailer, so therefore nothing's going on. Clearly, because they're dedicating a website to telling the story of what exactly happened or transpired after the events of the last Splatfest, they know and are trying to communicate to us that things are indeed different. Now, if we look at the introduction here, it says, one of our researchers monitoring the Squid Sisters intercepted this top-secret report from the Inkling world. Let's see now. What? Just what in the world is this? And if we go to the prologue, there's the image that was on the Japan's Twitter account. About 9 months have passed since the final Splatfest. Twilight lowers its curtain on Ingopolis. Neon signs paint the dusk in brilliant shades of green and pink. The Squid Sisters dance on, as though driven by the inkling love of battling for turf. Memories such as these linger, vividly etched in my mind, but feel too like remnants of a long-forgotten past. It happened the night the final Splatfest came to an end. The showdown of Callie versus Marie ended in victory for Marie, but there was no ill will between the two. The girls left the studio arm in arm, smiling and laughing as they always had. The bond between them would continue, unbroken, for years to come. Or so it seemed at the time. Now, there is only one entry in this sort of timeline here, and this seems to be the first entry in that in this continuation of Splatoon 1's story. But this is amazing, and it supports a lot of what we were saying for many different reasons, and namely the first reason being that Nintendo are clearly acknowledging the results of the last Splatfest as being significant story-wise. This is absolutely huge, because this actually opens up possibilities and potentialities for the players to actually interact with the game's story in kind of the same way of popular, massively multiplayer games, where players can actually change the tides of the actual story itself. Now, if Callie would have won in the last Splatfest, she would have been listed here. And Marie is acknowledged to have won the last Splatfest here, and this person, whoever it is that's narrating this, is obviously an onlooker. What's really interesting about this is that Marie was also the one that was decidedly shown off in the trailer for Splatoon 2 when we first saw it in the Switch reveal. So this all is really interesting, and I just thought I'd make this really quick video because it just makes sense. I mean, as a good follow-up to our last video, it just needed to be talked about. So thank you guys for watching. Please tell us what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear what you say. Start some lively discussion behind this. It's super exciting stuff. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
dum dum dum.